Hey guys, J-Man here. Welcome to my video. Today we will finally talk about the latest album No Antidote by UNDEAD Corporation. The group was formed by main songwriter and multi-instrumentalist Touhou, aka Pine Tree, and also the lead guitarist and ex-main vocalist Yukimura Hirano from Unlucky Morpheus as a Touhou project back in 2010. If you are unfamiliar with the Touhou scene, you can go and check out my old video called Pick 5 Touhou Metal Bands. Basically, these so-called circles make rock and metal rearrangements of the soundtrack from the Japanese Touhou gaming franchise. Back at the time, their sound was heavily influenced by Swedish melodeath metal bands like Old In Flames or At the Gates. Yukimura left the band in 2012 and was replaced by female clean vocalist Akemi and the harsh vocalist Kubota Dogen. With this new lineup came a change of their sound with more elements from genres like modern metal or groove metal. It was also the point where Pine Tree split the band into two different projects. There were still some Touhou records like the latest mini-album Tamashi from May 2016. On the other hand, UNDEAD Corporation also turned into a real band with their debut album OD in 2013, which featured their very first original music. After many live shows and their second album Flashback, UNDEAD Corporation finally released their long-awaited third long player No Antidote. This long player also marks their departure from their old drummer Morishita Fumiya, who joined the band in 2012. He was replaced by the promising new talent Yuto. We will check out the work of this new constellation right after the intro. As always, we will start with the general release informations. No Antidote was directly released by the band on the 4th of October. An interesting choice to still stay independent. This means you will have to import a physical copy through online shops like CD Japan. The digital version can be purchased worldwide through different download services like iTunes or Amazon. The album offers 10 new tracks with a playtime of 39 minutes. There are music videos for the title track No Antidote and the song Get 'Em Up. The album starts powerful with the thrash metal influenced song Make Me Crazy. The catchy vocals by Akemi build a nice contrast to the rest of the song. The pre-chorus even gives me some Desolate Vision vibes. The following title track swings between bouncy groove metal and playful guitar work, which kinda reminds me of the newer In Flames sound. The chorus goes almost into alternative rock territory. Some of you may have seen my live reaction for the next song Get 'Em Up. At first I wasn't too convinced by this very dominant pop influences, but the catchy hook line really got the best of me. This impression didn't change much with further listening. All in all, this is another great example which shows the diversity of this band. The album stays interesting with the melodic sirens. You can hear a few metalcore riffs, but overall this song stays within the very wide field of modern metal. With the Sinner they return to a more groove metal orientated sound. Akemi performs a few rap parts which go really well along the music. Right here I also have to point out the amazing work of Yuto, who really carries these tracks with his tight drumming. It's really amazing how flexible this guy is. No Filter shows more of their In Flames influences. The guitar work on this track is extremely melodic and really keeps it interesting. The catchy chorus adds a nice touch to the songwriting. And also there are some sick blast beats in some sections. With Get Lost we have one of my favorite tracks on this record. It starts aggressive with ultra fast drumming and riffs before it turns into a groove monster. The bouncy character of the song and also the shouting of Kubota reminds me a lot of older Soulfly or Ectomorph albums. Especially these rap parts create a throwback to songs like jump the fuck up. UNDEAD Corporation slowed down with the next track Nava Mia. There are a few new metal inspired parts, but overall the song stays more on the melodic side. It almost reminds me of old bands like Lacuna Coil or Evanescence. The tempo increases again with 1 second. Once again, a nice combination of great guitar work and amazing drumming. Yuto seems to really enjoy his blast beats and double pace passages. There's also a nice breakdown section. Overall, this may be the most aggressive song on this album. No Antidote ends with the anthemic Your Voices. I guess this song was written as a sing-along for their live shows, especially with these background chants in the chorus. Not the strongest way to end this album, but I guess it will be a completely different beast at their concerts. Generally speaking, I enjoy the pure diversity on this record. UNDEAD Corporation fused so many different genres together that almost every song sounds different. There are some heavy parts, but Shacho's songwriting and Akemi's clean vocals really keep these songs catchy and easy accessible. The heart of this record is definitely the drumming of Yuto. I don't know how much he was involved in the songwriting, but he definitely left his mark. Last we got a performance of guitarist Jinya and harsh vocalist Dogen. The guitar work on this album is definitely on point. Sure, it may not be as technical as other bands, but the guitarist shows a nice feeling for the right balance between aggression and melodies. Also, there are just many cool riffs on this album. The only thing that's missing are some neat guitar solos in my opinion. Dogen's work was great too. His shouting and screaming style may not be the most versatile, but he transports a lot of energy and his vocals are always fitting on this album. For all those reasons given, I can give No Antidote a strong 9 out of 10. It was really a fun experience to listen to this album. Sure, there's always room for improvement, but I think UNDEAD Corporation are on the right way. Maybe some of the songs are a tiny bit too sugar-coated and could need some rougher edges. However, at the end of the day, this is still one of the most flexible records of the year. There are so many details to discover that it won't become repetitive for quite a while. Hopefully they will continue the strong path on their future efforts. This being said, we already came to the end of this review. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave me a like and make sure to leave your opinion about the album in the comment section. Also, make sure to check out some of my other videos like these two for example. As always, for more content about Japanese music, you can subscribe to this channel or follow me on social media like Reddit, Facebook or Twitter. Thanks again for watching and have a great day.